Hey there. Welcome back to Unapologetically Mom. If no one has told you today, I'm going to tell you, you're not failing, you are not broken, and you're probably just burnt. And if you've been just powering through and holding it all together, showing up for everyone but forgetting about yourself in the process, this episode is especially for you. Because today, we're going to talk about 4 things. Number 1, why you keep shrinking even when you're trying so hard. Number 2, how to parent with presence instead of pressure. Number 3, how to listen to your body and ask for help without the guilt. And number 4, how to reclaim joy. Yes, joy. That's not a forgotten word. This is the kind of joy that makes you laugh. Those belly roll laughs where your stomach hurts or you can't breathe. But first, let's breathe. Okay. And I want to tell you, you're not crazy. You're actually conditioned because we have been programmed to doubt ourselves as moms, to basically hand our power over to outside voices, other people's opinions, parenting experts, social media posts, even well-meaning family members. And when you hear enough messages like, oh, you're just too sensitive, or you're overreacting, or you just need to be more consistent. That one really gets me, right? Well, it can make you shrink. So then you get a little smaller and you start getting a little quieter and you become more invisible until one day you just look in the mirror and then you whisper to yourself or say in your head, I don't even recognize myself anymore. I actually remember that day when I looked in the mirror and I did not recognize myself anymore. And here's what I want to tell you. That voice inside of you, the one that whispers, oh, there has to be another way. Well, she's right. That's your intuition. And girl, you need to listen to it because it's real and it's more your truth than maybe you want to admit. So you can reclaim that energy, not by trying harder. No, by choosing differently because we don't want to do anything more. Like, I don't want you to do anything more, okay? And I don't want you to do anything less. It's about doing what we already do as moms, but easier, okay? So I want you to ask yourself, what if I don't need to live by their rules anymore? What if I get to create something that actually supports me? That's not rebellion. No. What is it? It's actually self-leadership. And that's what I help moms do inside my Parenting Powerhouse program. But even if you never join a thing, know this. Your calm doesn't come from doing more. It actually comes from coming back to yourself, finding her, that authentic self. So I want you to think about this, but also think about stop fixing. And instead of like having to fix everything, start feeling. So let's first talk about something every mom of a teen, especially a neurodivergent teen, right, has experienced. That moment when your child is just like spiraling out of control. And then you rush in with advice, solutions, a plan, because we have it. We know, right? We have suggestions. Now, we know that everything isn't going to be exactly right, but we want to help. It's just our nature. We don't like to see our kid feeling bad or going through pain. Well, what happens? It usually backfires, right? They just shut down from us or yell at us or something, they might even say something that completely breaks our heart. Does this sound familiar to you? Because, okay, I've been through it around 2, right? So you're not alone. Our instinct is to fix because we care. And sometimes our presence is just more powerful, and we have to realize that, than our problem solving is in many of these circumstances. So here's something that changed for me, and I'm going to share it with you. So when my teen starts venting, of course, first thing in my head is trying to figure out, okay, what is he talking about? How's this affecting him? How can he respond? What can he do differently? Oh my gosh, it's so hard to not just blurt, right? But I have to take a deep breath. And then I ask myself, okay, is this about me or is this about him? And if it's about him, which is 100% of the time, right? Then I say to him, you know what? Do you want me to just listen? Or do you want me to help figure something out? And 9 times out of 10, he says, just listen. Basically, he wants me to shut up and listen. Okay. And it's humbling. Yeah. But it's also kind of freeing because then I don't feel like I'm under so much pressure and I can just listen. And that's an incredible feeling because the truth is, our kids don't always want answers, right? They just want to feel safe and they want to feel heard and not judged, not like we're handling them, right? So, next time your teen spirals, try the silence, okay? Stay grounded. Let them know that you're there because that calm presence that you give them just might be the lifeline they didn't even know they needed. Okay. So, something else that's really, really important, another big shift or idea here, concept, is to just listen. All right. You are already doing all the things, right? You're making all the appointments, you're going to all the IEP meetings, the sensory prep, the doctor's appointments, the deep emotional work, but when was the last time you actually checked in with yourself? Because if your body feels tight, what happens? Your sleep is shot, right? And if your peace, you don't even know what that is anymore, if it's that distant of a memory, then you're burnt, right? And that's not weakness at all. If you're feeling like that and it doesn't feel right, you know that there can be something else or you deserve more or you whatever. That's actually your intuition talking. And it's saying to you, please, I need space, I need breath, I need help. So why the hell aren't you listening, right? Because we've been taught and programmed that if we ask for help, then we're selfish because we're moms and this is the kind of thing we're supposed to do, right? But hear me on this. You're not weak at all for needing support. You're actually wise when you choose it because you've been showing up for everyone else all this time. And really, it's time to show up for the woman behind it all, you. So ask for help. Book the call. Say what you need out loud because your well being is not a luxury, should never be a luxury. It's the foundation of everything you, everything your kid, everything your family. And you know what? Joy. you know, the joy that I wanted to talk about. That's not a reward. You need to look at joy as a reset. Let me ask you, okay? When was the last time you laughed so hard you snorted, or you peed your pants, or you couldn't breathe, whatever? You know, that kind of laugh that is so invigorating, like your face hurts because you think it's going to get stuck that way, or, you just feel lighter after having that ball of laughter. So if it's been a while, I get it. There was actually a time I couldn't even remember what real joy felt like. Like, really, laughter. Like, honestly, I think I went for a period of time, maybe months, it seems like months, where I didn't actually laugh out loud like that. And when life is heavy, when you're carrying everyone, that joy just starts to feel like something you have to earn. It seems like so out of reach, right? But I want you to hear this because joy isn't a reward. I'll say it again. You know, it's really a reset. a lifeline. Okay. And it doesn't have to be big. It could just be like blasting a stupid, ridiculous song and dancing in the kitchen, you know? It could be sneaking chocolate in the laundry room so you don't have to share it. What's wrong with that, right? It could be laughing at a meme at midnight, when nobody else is up, everybody else is sleeping, just to yourself. So let me tell you, okay, my teen hates this when I have these weird 80s songs like Weird Al Yankovic and, any kind of like real girly type song from the 80s, like a dance song. And the other day I turned on some really cheesy 80s music. And you know what? I was not, having a good week with my teen because he was down about things and it was tough. So after a few days of that, I was like, okay, let's do something here. And I put on the 80s music really loud and I just pulled him into the kitchen. And what did he do? Of course, he rolled his eyes. He's like, I'm not doing that, leave me alone, whatever. And I was just like looking at him and I was dancing and goofing around and being so weird that I guess he couldn't not laugh. And then we just looked at each other and we were just doubled over in laughter, you know? And that moment, it lifted me and carried me away, right? It reminded me that I'm not just a parent. I'm a woman. I'm a person. I'm a soul. And I'm allowed to feel good, even in any mess, right? So I want you to know you are too. And joy doesn't mean everything's fixed. No, it's a moment, just a moment. And it means that you're remembered. You're remembering yourself. You're allowed to feel alive. So let's just recap real quick because we went through kind of a lot of information there. I want you to know first that you're not broken. You're just burnt and you can choose a new way. Number 2, your presence matters more than your advice. Okay. Get that and remember it with a teenager, even a young adult. Okay. Number 3, your body's whisper, that intuition you hear sometimes, is worth listening to before it turns into a scream. Please, intuition is real. And number 4, joy is not optional. It's sacred. So if you're a mom raising a neurodivergent teen or young adult, and you're just exhausted from trying everything and still feeling stuck, I'd love to hear your story. Your experience really matters, and it's how I continue building Parenting Powerhouse into the program moms actually need, not just what the system says they should want. And if you're open to sharing, what's been hard for you, what's missing, and what you wish existed, please send me a message or fill out the short form linked in the description. And if you're already feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm done waiting for things to magically get better, and you're ready to start shifting from burnout to balance, let's find out together if the program is a fit for you. Because you deserve support that's actually designed for the storm that you are navigating, your unique situation. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Until then, I love you. Take care. You've got this, and I've got you.